Hey there, welcome back to Freedom Farming. Today we are diving deep into one of the most talked about topics, especially during the winter months, North India's air pollution crisis. You have probably heard the same narrative over and over again. Farmers burning stubble are the major culprits. But what if I told you that's not the whole story? So hi, hello and welcome people. I'm your host Rohit Sharma and you're watching Freedom Farming English channel. So in today's video, we'll break down what's really causing the air pollution in North India, why farmers are often blamed, and what other major factors contribute to this thick, choking air we experience every year. We'll also explore alternatives to stubble burning that can help both farmers and the environment. But before we start, don't forget to subscribe to our Freedom Farming channel and hit the bell icon so that you never miss any of our updates. Also make sure to download the Freedom app where you can find courses on farming, business, finance and much more. Now, let's get into it. Setting the stage, the pollution problem in North India. Every winter, Northern India's face severe air pollution, with cities like Delhi, Haryana, Punjab and Uttar Pradesh often reaching hazardous levels. The air gets so thick that you can almost feel it weighing down on your chest. But is stubble burning the only reason? Yes, farmers burning crops residue does play a role, but many other factors are equally, if not more responsible. Let's break down what contributes to this deadly mix of pollution. The usual suspect, stubble burning. Let's first talk about stubble burning. Farmers in Punjab and Haryana are often blamed because they burn paddy stubble after harvesting rice. This is a cheap and quick way to clear fields before the next crop cycle. However, this practice releases huge amounts of harmful practices into the atmosphere, contributing to poor air quality. Just recently, some farmers were even arrested for burning stubble. But is it fair to put all the blame on them? Well, let's consider this. Stubble burning only lasts for a week in the year. Yet, the pollution problem in North India is year-round, and it gets especially worse in winter. So what's going on? The other major factors, it's not just farmers while stubble burning is part of the issue. There are bigger and more persistent factors that worsen the air quality in North India. Number 1. Vehicle emissions. Did you know that vehicles contribute significantly to air pollution in urban areas? The number of vehicles on the road are skyrocketing, and older vehicles especially emit a lot of harmful gases like carbon monoxide and nitrogen oxides. Add to this the winter months when cool air traps pollutant closer to the ground and you have a recipe for disaster. Number 2. Industrial pollution. Factories and industries are another major source of pollution. These industries release pollutants like sulfur dioxide and particulate matter into the air, which combine with other emissions to create smog. In many industrial areas, pollution control measures are not strictly enforced, leading to an increase in toxic air. Number 3. Construction dust. Another culprit is the dust from construction sites. In fast-growing cities like Delhi, there is always some construction going on. The dust from these sites floats into the air, adding to the already thick, polluted atmosphere. Number 4. Burning of solid waste. In many cities, solid waste management is poor. Waste is often burned in the open, releasing harmful toxins into the air. This includes plastic waste, which when burned emits dangerous chemicals that make the air even worse. Number 5. Winter inversions. During winter, a weather phenomenon known as the inversion traps cold air near the surface. Normally, air rises and depresses pollutants, but during inversion, warm air sits on top of cooler air, trapping pollutants close to the ground. This is why pollution peaks during the winter months. Now coming back to stubble burning. Why do farmers continue to burn stubble, even though we know it causes pollution? The reality is that most farmers don't have a choice. After harvesting paddy, they have a very short window to clear their fields and prepare for the next crop, typically wheat. Using machines to remove stubble or converting it into biofuel is expensive, and many small-scale farmers can't afford these alternatives. On top of that, the government often fails to provide timely and accurate subsidies or machinery to help them manage crop residues sustainably. Instead of just blaming farmers, we need to understand that they are a part of larger agricultural system that needs support. Blaming them without providing solutions won't solve the problem. Alternatives to stubble burning, sustainable solutions. So what can we do about this? There are a few promising alternatives that farmers can use instead of burning stubble. Number 1. Chopping and spreading straw. One effective method is using machines like the Happy Seeder, which can chop and spread straws across the field. This allows the straw to decompose naturally, enriching the soil with organic matter. Another solution is turning stubble into biofuel or biogas. This method not only eliminates the need for burning, but also creates an additional source of income for farmers. Number 3. Using stubble as animal feed. Paddy stubble can also be converted into fodder for livestock, especially in areas where animal feed is scarce. This is a win-win situation for both farmers and the environment. Number 4. Composting and mulching. Crop residue can be used for composting, which improves soil fertility. Mulching with stubble also helps retain soil moisture, which is particularly beneficial in dry regions. The government and private organizations must come forward to make these solutions affordable and accessible for farmers. If we focus on sustainable farming practices, we can reduce pollution without personalizing those who are just trying to make a living. So in conclusion, North India's air pollution crisis is not just about stubble burning. It's about a combination of factors. Yes, farmers do burn stubble, but it's important to realize that they are not the only ones responsible for the problem. Vehicle emissions, industrial pollution, construction dust and solid waste burning all play major roles in creating the thick smog that chokes us every winter. If we want to solve this issue, we need to look at the bigger picture and work together. Instead of just blaming the farmers, we should support them with better alternatives and solutions that help both the environment and their livelihood. So if you found this video informative, please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Download the Freedom app today to learn more about sustainable farming practices and how you can make a difference. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode of Freedom Farming English. Until then, stay safe and breathe easy. Happy farming!